Hi, everybody. Dr. Mark Foley here. Here to talk about some really, really basic things about playing the bass. We're going to do it in the context of a one octave F major scale. Some just real easy things. First of all, how do you hold this thing? Probably the first thing to think about is to have a peg that is sticking into the floor, so you won't have a bass that's going to like skitter away. You need everything to be stable. So you can use a carpet or one of those rubber rock stop things. I use an extremely sharp end pin so it sticks into the floor. That way I can trust everything. Use a really athletic stance. You need to be able to move with the instrument so you can go to where the notes need you to go. So I stand up straight. I don't lean over. I don't hunch over. My legs are slightly apart, and I use a bent knee so I can go this way if I need to, this way if I need to. It's like I'm dancing with the instrument. Another great thing to do, I really like this, is to use a stool like this. If you're a beginner, highly recommend it. It might solve all of your problems as far as how to hold the bass. I'm going to go back to standing though, because it's a little funner for me. Okay, it's really hard to get a good sound on the bass because the strings are so thick. It's easy to get like a raspy, crunchy kind of sound, but we want a sound that's really open and warm and easy to listen to. Probably the most important thing is to involve your body, not just little muscles like in the hand and the arm, but you can use your entire body behind the bow. So I use my legs, I use my hips, shoulders, everything is connected to the bow. So my entire body weight is behind the stroke. I'm really happy with that. Even the E string, which is really hard to get going, you're going to want a lot of body weight. Straight bow, a crooked bow is going to get you a nasty sound. Perpendicular, 90 degrees to the string is the most efficient way to do it. Use a really good sticky rosin. There's a lot of cheap rosin out there that's really hard, kind of flaky, and it doesn't do the job. You want rosin that's got like tree sap in it. The kind of rosin that if you leave it in the sun, it's going to melt. That's the good stuff. Use that. If you got that other stuff, just throw it away. Rosin's cheap. Just buy some good stuff. Don't use too much pressure. That's hard to do because the physics of this instrument make us want to like get tense. So see how little pressure you need to put into the string to get it to go. It feels a lot better. I can practice longer without getting tired too. So instead of using pressure to get a big warm sound, use both speed. The faster the bow, the bigger and warmer the sound. It's the kind of sound that fills a big room. That's why they hire us. They want that sound. Another little thing, but it's kind of important. Turn the bass out. A lot of people want to hold the bass like this, with the bass laying on your stomach like this, and it might feel a little more stable, but you've got to wrap your arm around and you've got to push in this weird angle. I'm pushing that way with my bow instead of what I want to do, which is have the bow fall into my core, toward my spine. So the rule of thumb is point your F-holes at the conductor. That's going to give you the best, easiest sound. Okay, left hand. Left hand is also difficult because, again, the strings are hard to push down because they're so massive. Use a good natural finger curve. It's easy to kind of flatten them out and, get tense that way. You'll get, this kind of look. You want it to look kind of like you're typing, if that makes sense. That's a good curve. That's not a good curve. That's not a good curve either. Just natural typing kind of curve. we don't use the third finger on string bass because, if we did a whole step, say from this F to this G, I'm going to come back here so you can see this. Yeah, so from this F to this G, if I use 1 to 3, that's too much of a stretch, is going to hurt me. In the long run, you don't want to do that. So even though the pinky is less strong, you want to use fourth finger from F to G for all these whole steps. The third finger can help, so you'll get the strength of that finger into the system. I think that's all I need to tell you for right now. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've got any questions, just email me, and you can click a link below so that you can download the score that I made with all the fingerings. That's it for now. Take care. Thanks.